who taught us the truth through the Spirit, peace and much love and salutations to all like the Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you are the children of Israel, according to his Bible, High Time God of Sleep, year 2022. Hasten the day of the coming of our Lord Yahweh Shai. And his videos on the through the fear of the Lord we persuade men. Because see, knowing the terror will persuade men, because see, the Most High is persuasive. You know, the Most High will persuade you through death to make you serve him. And the reason why we serve the Lord, because we fear the Most High, because we fear that if we don't serve the Most High, the things that he'll do to us. And the reason why we remain in this truth, because we fear that if we leave this truth, that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai will utterly fuck us up. And that's what keeps us in this knowledge, this truth, is the fear of the Lord, having the fear of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, fearing the Lord. Because the Most High has a power of persuasiveness to move people, to make people do things he wants them to do. Through why? Through his terror, man. So knowing therefore the terror of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, we persuade men, which means when you persuade somebody, you give them a different change, you give them a change of thought through speech. You know? Right now, we're telling our people, hey, look, if you don't get right with the Most High and Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, the Most High going to destroy America. Esau going to be destroyed. It's going to be famine, death, plagues, all those things. You're going to get caught up in the midst of that because why? You didn't choose to fear the Lord. You chose what? You rather be in this world. You rather do the things of this world. You rather put the things of the world over the Most High. And therefore, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai will destroy because you chose to put things of this world over the Most High. You know? You chose to live this life of a nigga. You chose to live life of a hot girl. So therefore, you're going to reap the benefits of that, and it's going to be very gruesome. And when some men like me and other brothers like-minded brothers upon the planet, we heard that put an instant fear in our minds that if we don't get right with the Most High, we're gonna get fucking destroyed. We're gonna get burned up, and you don't want to get burned up. You don't want Yahweh Shai to come cut your head off, man. You know, I remember when I think it was back in 2014 or 2014, one of those. And then me and my father was in troop together. You know, he's my pop's the head of YSL, but I think it was it was starting to really get into the whole Israelite thing. I think it's like 2014 or something like that. I can't really remember, but I remember it was a video of GOCC. Right, this is before got to this before we got to the apostles. Well, we was getting around to that at that point. We was watching the Barry at that point. But this is when GOCC, they bugged that ass. But there was this video of I don't know who was speaking, but he was speaking about how Yahweh Shai is coming back to kill his people. 2/3. And when I seen that video, I was scared. I was afraid. And I remember I told my father, I told my dad, I was like, Dad, how do we, what do we do to not be a part of that judgment? Because that put an instant fear in me. I think I was 13 at the time. That put an instant fear in me, man. Like, how do we not? I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be a part of that destruction. It put fear in me. And now where I am now today, 2022, doing the work of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, serving the Lord, because I heard what the Most High, what he wrote in the scripture, what he wanted to do to the people those that didn't want to worship, he's going to put their ass to death. And that put a fear in me, man. Right? That put a fear. So that was that persuasion, So this is Hebrews, real quick, real fast. This is Hebrews 10 and 13. Was it 23? So like Hebrews 10 to 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of living power. So it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Most High. It is a very fearful thing because then when you come to the truth, you realize that the Most High has power over everything. That Satan don't run nothing unless the Most High gives him the authority to do certain things. So now you're like, so now your whole thing, you're fearing the Lord. You're driving the car, you're putting up prayers with the Most High ain't mad at you. So like your whole life changes now. Everything you do, you worry about the Most High gonna fuck you up. So your life changes because why you not afraid of the Most High, because you know what the Most High do. And then you read certain stories, and you see certain things online, how people get put to death, and then it puts it puts that fear in you, man. And then you hear about how Yahweh Shai's coming back. So he's gonna, you don't want, like, who wants the Messiah himself to come back and fucking cut your head open, man? Yahweh Shai, bro, the King of Kings, the Alpha and Omega. No one wants that. No one wants Yahweh Shai to come back and to want to put you to death. No one wants that. No one wants to get hit with a fucking missile. Who wants to get burnt by a goddamn missile? You know? Who wants a chariot beam to blow their ass the fuck away to smithereens? So if you don't want that, come back and serve Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Come back and serve the Lord, because it will happen. You know, you have been warned, man. This is Psalms 50 and 22. Now consider this, ye that forget the Most High, lest I tear you in pieces, and there be none to deliver. And that's it. So, man, now consider this, ye that forget the Most High, lest I tear you in pieces. The Most High is going to tear you people in pieces, man. Because you forgot the Most High, especially our people. They're going to get torn up because they have forgotten how about Shinab Shai. So Matthew, this is another good scripture right here. It's Matthew knows favorite scripture, Matthew 10 and 28. And fear not him that which can kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both the soul and body in hell. So fear the Most High, because the Most High is all power. He's omnipotent, you know. And this is Psalm 76 and 7. Thou art to be afraid, thou art to be feared. And who may stand in thy sight when once thou art angry, man? So you don't want the Most High angry with you. That's the last thing you want. You want to, bro. And this is why we gotta do this work, because in the day we want to be found. When Yahweh Shai comes back, we want to be found good. Like, you want to be found, like, you know, you're straight. And I remember, you take it back to, remember the dream I had. It was some year, a couple years back. I think it's about maybe 2015, 2016, 2017, around within there. And I remember, seeing the chariots, they were fighting against Esau. Basically, early 17th chapter took place, and this big, huge black man, which I believe was Yahweh Shai, I didn't really see his face. He was walking right past me, and I said, he didn't do nothing to me, but I said something, and he looked at me and he said, "Be quiet," and it was a very rough tone. And yo, when I tell you, I thought I was gonna fucking die, bro. In the dream, it felt real. I thought I was gonna get my head chopped the fuck off. In the fear that set into me when he told me, I said something. I was like, I don't know what I didn't say nothing out of the way, but I said something. It was like, "Be quiet." And yo, the fear that set into me, and he kept walking. The fear that set into me, man, it felt real. I felt going to die by Yahweh Shai himself. So, these people ain't ready, man. Because scripture say Yahweh Shai, he starts crying like a travailing woman. So, man, when the Lord comes back, bro, it's going to be something that you ain't never seen before. So, bro, you better get on the right path with Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai if you can, man. That's what scripture say. Knowing the time that it is not high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation, and we believe, man, it is now the time to wake out of sleep, because you do not want Yahweh Shai to come back and have a two-edged sword and grab you by the fucking neck and looking you in your eyes, the death staring eyes Yahweh Shai is going to have, man. The countenance he's going to have, the way he's going to come is like no other. So you do not want to be on those back races. So if you are have not heard about this truth now once, if you are an Israel, if you are a so-called Negro, Latin American, if it's your first time hearing this, man, get into the scriptures, learn who you are, let us understand. Learning is Yahweh B'Shem Shai. Pray. Get close to the Most High. Learn this truth, because you do not want to be on the bad side of Yahweh B'Shem Shai. The last scripture, this is Nahum 1 and 6. Who can stand before his indignation, or who can abide in his fierceness of his anger, of his fury? It's poured out like fire, and the rocks are thrown down by it. And that's it, man. So, prayers edifying to us, edifying too. So with that, I just want to give all praise to Abanawa Yahweh, Bashin Yahweh Shai, Bashin Kodash, with that, hey, Shalom.